Welcome to Strategy in Full Spectrum, a deep dive into the world of business strategy. I'm thrilled to kick off this three-part series that aims to unravel the complex question. What is strategy? Now, answering this isn't as simple as flipping to a dictionary definition. It's a journey that will take us through twists and turns of business decision-making, market dynamics, and organizational behavior. In these three episodes, we'll peel back layers of strategy, examining its core components, exploring real-world examples, and uncovering the drivers that shape strategic choices. Whether you're a seasoned executive, an aspiring entrepreneur, or simply curious about the chess game of business, this series promises to shed new light on how companies navigate their path to success. Let's take that first step into our strategic exploration. Are you ready? Let's dive in. In this session, we will explore two key strategic directions that have emerged over and over again in my analysis of numerous business cases from the last quarter of the 20th century to date. These directions, which I called divergence of paths and technological showdowns, represent different ways organizations tackle challenges, seize opportunities in most market conditions. As we go along, we will examine some real-world examples and case studies. We'll uncover the nuance of strategic decision-making and provide insights on how both industry giants and emerging startups can plot a course for sustainable growth and competitiveness. So without further ado, let's dive into the deep end of strategy. The divergence of paths unfolds when organizations make distinct choices that set them apart from competition. This often involves product differentiation or focusing on specific market segment. Let's look at some examples from computing industry, entertainment, and telecommunication industry. In the computing industry, we saw three giants take different paths. IBM focused on enterprise solutions with open architecture. Microsoft adopted a platform strategy, licensing its operating system to multiple hardware manufacturers. On a path less traveled, Apple chose a closed ecosystem approach, tightly integrating its hardware and software. Each of these strategies had its merits. Microsoft became a powerhouse in the PC market and later made significant strides into cloud computing. IBM, while struggling in the PC segment, maintained a strong presence in the enterprise solutions. Meanwhile, Apple's approach led to highly successful products like iPhone, iPad, and with the resurrection of the Mac line, these products created a seamless experience within a unified product environment. When we look at the entertainment industry, we have a classic case of Netflix versus Blockbuster. Netflix evolved from the DVD rental by mail service to pioneering digital streaming platform, leveraging the surge in high-speed internet and advancements in cloud computing. Meanwhile, Blockbuster remained focused on its brick-and-mortar rental, for far too long. As for the result, Netflix's path led to becoming a dominant force in streaming, while Blockbuster's choice led to bankruptcy. This tale underscores the critical importance of choosing the right strategic path or risk disaster. Now let's turn our focus to the second strategic direction we mentioned earlier, which is the technological showdowns. These are high-stake confrontations that occur when competing organizations bet on different technologies, standards, forging partnerships and alliances, all to dominate a market space. In these showdowns, we see significant resources invested in the development, in the promotion, and enforcement of preferred technologies. One of the classic examples of technological showdowns is the competition between Betamax and VHS tapes in the late 1970s to early 1980s. It's when Sony's Betamax offered superior video quality, but its 1 hour recording time and limited licensing strategy hindered its market penetration. In contrast, we see JVC's VHS provided longer recording hours, up to 4 hours, and aggressively they were licensing their technology to numerous manufacturers. That resulted in greater number of devices having VHS, preferring VHS, and that lowered the prices. Consumers favored VHS for its convenience, its extensive content availability that led to its dominance in the home video market by 1980s. This case highlights the importance of aligning technological innovation with market strategy, consumer preferences, and widespread adoption. Let's take a trip down memory lane to the early days of cellular market. Remember Nokia and BlackBerry? These titans once ruled cell phone world, but their fall from grace offers a fascinating case study in technological showdowns. Nokia, the Finnish giant, and BlackBerry, the Canadian innovator, both missed the boat on two crucial trends: touchscreens and app ecosystems. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Nokia clung to its Symbian operating system like a security blanket, failing to see the writing on the wall. They were too slow to innovate and becoming complacent with their market dominance. Their partnership with Microsoft for Windows phones, it came too late. And BlackBerry, on the other hand, was so attached to its physical keyboard that it became its Achilles heel. They underestimated the appeal of full touch screen device and the power of robust app ecosystem. Their closed operating system became a liability in an increasingly open and connected world. Both companies also struggled with organizational inertia. They were like massive ships trying to turn in a rapidly changing sea of technology. Their bureaucratic structures slowed decision-making and stifled innovation. There could be many other reasons for their failure, but the crux of the matter is that while Nokia and BlackBerry were struggling to innovate, Samsung and Apple were busy reshaping the landscape by embracing smartphone revolution that was centered around touch screens and app ecosystems. Samsung cleverly rode the Android wave, offering a multitude of options across different price points, while Apple, they zeroed in on the premium market segment with their sleek iOS ecosystem. The lesson here, in the tech world, adaptability isn't just nice to have, it's a matter of survival. The stories of Nokia and BlackBerry serves as a stark reminder that even giants can fall if they fail to keep pace with innovation and consumer demands. Well, now it's about time we wrap up here, but before we do that, let's zoom out and look at the big picture. The smartphone arena is like a high-stakes chess game, with giants like Samsung, Apple constantly trying to outmaneuver each other. But wait, there's a wild card in play, and that's Huawei. Every now and then they throw a wrench in the rivalry with their 5G prowess and keeping everyone on their toes. And just when you think you've seen it all, AI enters the ring. We're talking about predictive analytics that know what you want before you want, and the cameras that can practically read your mind. It's not just about making calls or messages. These pocket-sized supercomputers are pushing the boundaries of what's possible. It's a new frontier they're exploring. This tech frenzy isn't just exciting, it's setting the stage for something big. And who knows, the next game changer might be cooking up in a garage somewhere right now, ready to flip the script on the big players like once Apple did. But here's the real kicker. Success in this wild world of tech isn't just about having the coolest gadgets, it's about making smart moves. Sometimes that means zigging when everyone else is zagging. That's your divergence of paths. Other times it's about betting big on the next big thing, like AI or 5G. That's technological showdowns. And here's a little secret. The smartest players, they're doing both. They're carving out their unique space while also keeping an eye on the horizon for the next tech tsunami. So whether you are Team Samsung, Apple, or Huawei, or rooting for the next underdog, one thing's for sure: the smartphone saga is far from over. See you in the next session, where we will dive into the industry drivers that fuel key strategic decisions, steering business organizations towards one of the two paths, or even a blend of both, creating what we call a strategic niche.